Welcome back to Wave of Docker. State of the Orioles address by candlelight. Today is Thursday, September 5th. Orioles had an off day today. Lost to the White Sox yesterday, 8-1. And I hated it. I hated that. Didn't like that at all. But 81-60. Still a half game up on the New York Yankees. We're having fun. We're back to having fun. That's a big part of what's going on with the Orioles right now. We're back to having fun. We're back to it. Because at a certain point, I wasn't really having fun. And I thought I was going to start having fun again, but then I stopped having fun for a second. Let's see. Last time I had a video was the evening after losing to the Mets. After that Jesse Winker walk-off, I was in that game. I was in Queens, and it sucked. So we lost to the Mets 3-4. And the next day, we got shut out by the Astros 6-0. And I was like, you know what? My life sucks, and I hate everything about it, and it's awful. And then I went to the game on Friday against the Houston Astros. It was the 8th inning. Started the 8th inning. I was like, you know what? My life still sucks. Everything sucks. Orioles baseball, poopy, terrible. And then we loaded the bases. Colton Cowser was called safe at third, and I was like, oh shit. What's about to go on here? Anthony Santander gets up the bat, hits a grand slam, takes the lead 6-5, and I was like, you know what? Life is beautiful, and I'm thankful for living it. And then we won the next day. Jackson Holliday, bases clearing double. Life is awesome. And then we lose. Game 3. It's like, you know what? Two nice games, 2 all right offensive games. Life's great. Off day. Travel to Los Angeles. Win game 1. Nail biter. Real nail biter. Who was the starter for that game? Was that Albert Suarez? It was who the fuck was it? Oh, it was Cole Irvin. That's right. Yeah, Cole Irvin goes out there, has a great game, win by 1. And then we lose. Corbin Burns has another poopy start, and then we lose again. Lose a series to the Dodgers. Not gonna lose sleep over that. That's the best team in baseball right now, record-wise. And then I'm like, you know what? We got Rockies and White Sox. Take 2 out of 3 from the Rockies. Take 2 out of 3 from the White Sox. Those should have been 6 straight wins. It wasn't. But yeah, I mean, like I said, 81 wins, half game up on the Yankees. The offense had a stretch where we scored five or more runs in 5 straight games. Yeah, 5-3 against the Rockies, lost 5-7, won 6-1, won 13-3, won 9-0, lost 8-1. So the offense, I think, is a little bit back. The biggest issue with this offense is the inconsistency. The starting pitching has been a lot better. Albert Suarez, if you start. Cade Povich, best start of his young career. Corbin Burns, a little bit back on his high horse a little bit. You know, he had that really rough August. But, you know, allowing 3 earned runs in 5 innings against the White Sox, sure, that stinks. You know, 2 early runs he gave up. But he's still Corbin Burns. He's apparently added a sweeper to his pitching arsenal, which, you know, according to a baseball page I follow on Twitter. So that could affect this final month and his repertoire. But Zach Eflin, first start back, 5 perfect innings, gets the win. He's 5-0 in his Orioles tenure with a 1.95 ERA. That's fantastic. But yeah, I think the vibes are in a good place right now. I think this off day after losing to the White Sox 8-1 is going to help. We have a 3-game set against the Rays, a team that we have fared really well against this season. I think we are we 7? Are we like 6-1 against them this year? We've done really well against them. They're a team that, you know, sold at the deadline, and is very injured. So you know, kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt. And you know, I'm not really looking at this as a failure year for them, but you know, this is a team that we really should take at least 2 out of 3 from. And it's Dean Kramer, it's Zach Eflin, it was Corbin Burns. Those are the 3 pitchers, healthy pitchers right now that I trust the most to get me wins. I'm really surprised that Dean is able to return to the rotation after getting that line drive to the wrist. Obviously, you know, knock on wood, I hope it doesn't escalate. But I mean, we saw him throwing in the outfield a few days ago, just, you know, 4 days after getting hit, and it was like a massive will too. I'm very surprised that he's all right, but I'm glad he is. Dean Kramer's my favorite player on the Orioles, so I'm very glad that he's back. Zach Eflin, over the last 2 months since his acquisition, has been the best pitcher on this team. And then Corbin Burns, historically and in terms of what's the word? In terms of, oh my God. In terms of, what the fuck? In terms of, holy shit. This is what you get on the Wave of Docker channel. Pedigree, in terms of, holy shit, I'm looking this up. Synonym for pedigree. In terms of reputation. Holy shit. In terms of reputation, is the best pitcher on this team and had a better start compared to his starts over the last few weeks. It looks like I have a Hitler mustache. That's actually really alarming. Oh my God. In terms of reputation, he's the best pitcher on this team. So yeah, these are the three guys I trust the most. We're taking on Tampa, we're taking on Boston, we're taking on Detroit. All three good teams. The Rays are shifting young. The Red Sox, Jarren Duran, Rafael Devers, solid rotation. And then the Tigers, this is the best season that they've had in the last 5 to 6 years. Torkelson, Riley Green, Scooball, other names. Yeah, so this is a very interesting stretch for them. The Giants, Eka Kenyars, the Tigers again. So yeah, the vibes are high right now. I feel good. That's actually really alarming. It looks like I have a Hitler mustache. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I was feeling bad. Like, getting that first 3-game win streak since June, winning the closing game against the Rockies and then winning the first 2 against the White Sox. Getting that first winning streak since June is huge for the morale of this team. And it's just huge for everything. I mean, I'm so thankful that happened because it was just, everything was in the pits and it sucked. Anthony Santander saved my life. Hopefully he gets the 40 taters this weekend. That'd be awesome. Gunner's heating back up. Adley's putting together better at-bats. He's still sub 260, I think, at this point. He has the lowest WRC plus since the All-Star break on the team at 73. Yeah, so final month. I mean, we've already been into the final month, like the White Sox series. That was the first full series of the month. But yeah, final stretch. I mean, there's only, we're 81 and 60, so that's 41. There's only 21 games left, which is nuts. And there's 3 of those are against the Yankees in the second to last series of the year in a relatively similar fashion to the race against the Rays last year. So, I mean, mathematically, we could potentially clinch a playoff appearance against San Francisco in a week and a half. In Detroit, maybe, depending on how the rest of the AL shapes up, because the Twins are heating up. The Astros are doing something. They're playing good baseball. It's possible. It's possible. The AL Central, they're sticky. They're staying around. But yeah, I mean, I think the vibes are high. Like I said, Gunner's heating up. When he's hot, he's back in the leadoff spot. When he's hot, that just kind of feels right. I just hope Adley gets hot. He's having a really, I mean, sure, we've only had 1 full season of him up to this point. And, he was second Rookie of the Year, Silver Slugger, All-Star last year, All-Star this year. This sort of stretch is sort of an anomaly for him. I think it's a lot to do with the fact that he got hit in the hand and he kind of played through it. That's what a lot of people seem to be thinking. Also, the hitting coaches, I think, have been kind of poo-poo, but, what do I know? But, I mean, it's Adley Rutschman. I think he's just he is the definitive, rock to this team since he's been called up. Tony, Cedric, Mountcastle, they've been hit the longest, but when Adley got called up, that's when things started to turn around. That's, a clear definitive point. Like, we are the second best team in baseball over the last, 3 seasons, I think. So, when he's hitting, when he's playing good, when he's comfortable, that's when we're at our best. So if we can get him to a point where, he's putting together consistent at-bats, he's walking more, he's, depending less on that, uppercut, power swing, that's when I feel like we're at our best. So if he can really put together a solid last 3 weeks, I will be a very, very happy Orioles fan. Because I love Adley Rutschman. I mean, he's good, I feel good. But, I mean, Gunner's heating up. Tony's been having, a pretty solid few weeks. Ramon Arias, he just sprained his ankle as soon as he got hot. Cedric Mullins is hitting well. So yeah, I hope that 21 games left, like I said. If we can go, Like 15-6, that'd be fucking awesome. That's like the most realistic, mega optimistic outlook I have for the end of the season. Ending with 96 wins, going 15-6 in our final 21 games. That is like an intense, like super hot streak, but I mean, it's possible. I mean, there's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 series left. So I mean, it's possible. Mathematically, it's possible. Is this team capable of doing it? I think so, yes. It all depends on a lot of factors, but that'd be fucking awesome. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna stop rambling, bambling. That's my Orioles. That's my State of the Orioles address. Yeah. Go O's. Gunnar Henderson shirt. That's cool. But yeah, I got the Rays tomorrow. Dean Kramer on the bump. My goat. And Eagles football's tomorrow, so maybe I'll start doing football content. Maybe. I don't know. Peace out.